We know very little about lanterns, but the one thing that the people behind the show want us to know every time they talk about it is just because we said it's a grounded Earth story, please don't write the show off because there's tons of magical and space aspects in this series. No matter what they say, I'm sticking with my accurate prediction. At least I think it's accurate in regards to the entire series. So if you guys want to watch that 10-minute video, I will have that pop up as a recommended. But that's how I feel like the series is going to go from the very little we know, just by the words and what they're saying. But in a recent interview with Collider, one of the directors, specifically the person who is directing the first 2 episodes of the series, aka James Howis, hopefully I said his name right, talked a little bit more about what's going on and the approach to it and what he's seen online. And here's what he had to say, and I quote, "There is very particular humor that they brought to this. It's very rooted in a way that I think we achieved with Slow Horse, that I achieved with things like Black Mirror. And yet, there is a rich vein of humor running through it. So again, it's about that tone. I'm such a huge fan of Damon Lindelof and Chris Mundy, and the writing that they've done in the past. It all starts from the script. When you turn those pages, can you get the smell of it? You always find a scene or two that you think, I can't wait to be stood beside the camera and cast and direct this scene on that day. If that happens on turning the page, you know that this is something you have to take seriously. And that absolutely happened with Lanterns. To some extent, it's a swerve. Superheroes are not somewhere that I've really played before, but it's created in such a way, and I can't tell much, that it bewitched me. It doesn't lack its sci-fi magic, but it's done in a world where you accept that these things just are. They don't need that extra sprinkle of sci-fi fairy dust. It works within a physical world that we've come to know." End quote. Okay, so quite a lot to unpack here. First and foremost, there's humor and comedy. Yeah, obviously. It's something James Gunn also worked on, so it's going to have that through line. It's going to have a sense of comedy and how they're handling this universe to keep it, coherent. And you got Jon Stewart and you have Hal Jordan, and their personalities will undoubtedly clash with some characters, maybe even with one another. And at the same time, as he says, they're not lacking sci-fi. It takes place in this universe that's magical and fantastical. But again, they dance around how much and what we can expect. And remember, this is the first 2 episodes. The first episode is always going to make an impression. It's going to be big, spectacular, giant opening action sequence that blows your mind. And then you slow it down for a couple episodes. Daredevil Born Again did that. They reshot the complete opening and added in that action sequence that adds in Daredevil action. Because if it didn't happen, we don't get it till the end of the 6th episode. That's a long time to wait, So I get what he's saying here, and I'm going to remain optimistic. Again, I love the Lanterns. That whole concept, it's cool. So I'm just hoping that they nail this and that it's a really good balance. Am I a little worried about, there's definitely some comedy in that? Sure, but that's not the primary focus of it. So let's wait and see before we condemn this to the, depths of, I don't know, some Green Lantern metaphor I'm not able to come up with right now. Let's all give it a chance before we find it to be super atrocious. I don't know. Look, I tried. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.